these ranks fourth in the world in terms of GDP per capita, with massive wealth and prosperity for its people. The evidence is clear. Singapore managed its diversity to create wealth, shared wealth. By better managing its diversity, Singapore has been able to forge an incredible economic growth which benefits all in the country. They have 100% access to electricity and 98% access to water and sanitation. Now, their schools rank among the best in the world. Today, Singapore is a AAA rated economy by the global credit rating agencies. But Singapore did not have it easy either. Just like we are facing in Nigeria today. They had very diverse ethnic and race riots in the 1960s that almost pulled the nation apart. But they overcame this by getting some things right. They focused on fusion of national purpose and identity. They put in place cultural policies that ensured no any or the other dominate or assimilate others, but rather promote multiculturality. They put in place a constitution that reinforced national fusion. 12 Constitution forbids discrimination based on race, descent, or place of birth. It reads, follows, "We, the citizens of Singapore, pledge ourselves as one united people, regardless to build a democratic society based on justice and equality." It goes on to say, "There shall be no discrimination against citizens of Singapore on the grounds only of religion, race, descent, or place of birth in any law or in the appointment to any office or employment under a public authority or in the administration of any law relating to the acquisition, holding, or disposition of property, or the establishment or carrying on of any trade, business, profession, vocation, or employment." What is the lesson here? The Singaporean society is based on meritocracy, not aristocracy or religiocracy. Any society where meritocracy is subjugated to aristocracy, ethnocracy, or religiocracy eventually tends towards mediocrity. Nigeria must learn from this experience and forge a new way of engaging among its diverse ethnic groups and religions. Nigeria must start managing its diversity for prosperity. We must strive for national cohesion, not ethnic nationalities. We must address the fundamental reasons for agitations by listening, understanding, removing prejudices, and allowing for open national dialogues without preconditions, but one cohesive, united, fair, just, and equitable nation for all, not for a few or for any section of the nation or religion. A nation unified by a sense of commonwealth, not a collage of ethnic nationalism. A nation driven by meritocracy, not ethnocracy, religiocracy, or aristocracy. One of the things that Singapore did very well was to have 4 national languages: English, Malay, Mandarin, and Tamil. Nigeria needs to put in place the compulsory teaching of its major languages in schools from primary through universities to ensure cross-cultural understanding and to build a strong socio-cultural capital that unifies. The National Youth Service, which we call NYSC, was a very good idea. It allowed graduates from tertiary institutions to have 1 year of national service, largely and ideally outside of their places of origin. The real test, however, of national service is that it often reveals the lack of inclusiveness. After 1 year of service, the NYSC graduates are often not able to gain employment in the governments where they served, simply because they are not indigents of those states. That in itself is an irony. The young graduates are often strangers, a country they pledged to serve. Opportunity is denied just because they were not born in those states. Even if they were born in those states, they are told to return to the states of their origin. Yet, their origin is Nigeria, not their states. In almost all of Nigeria, regardless of how long you have resided in any place, you cannot run for political offices in those states or locations just because you were not born there. State governments, therefore, largely reflect nativism, not residency, which further sends a message to non-indigents that they do not belong. Over time, this has created greater insularism, a lack of inclusiveness, the promotion of ethnic and religious chauvinism, instead of promoting national cohesion, trust, and inclusiveness. This needs to change. Governments must be open to representation based on nationality, not on ethnicity, to build a society where diversity is well managed. Unless someone can live in any part of the nation, walk within the laws and not be discriminated against based on religion, race or culture, or place of birth, they will always be strangers in the nation. I love the Nigerian national anthem. My favorite stanza is the one that says, "To build a nation shall reign." I know I get emotional whenever I sing it. I remember when I was a federal minister, each time we gathered at the Federal Executive Council and we had to sing, or at any other function, strong emotions will well up within me. For a nation I love, serve, and will always serve selflessly. I know that we can be better than we are. We have everything and every reason to be. For Nigeria to be all that it can be, the youth of Nigeria must be all they can be. The future of Nigeria depends on what it does today with its dynamic youth population. This demographic advantage must be turned into a force for Nigeria, for the region, and yes, for the world. But close to 40% of Nigeria's youth are unemployed, lacking skills, economic opportunities, they are discouraged, angry, and restless. As they look at the future, that does not give them hope. We should prioritize investments in the youth, in upskilling them for the jobs of the future, not the jobs of the past, by moving away from the so-called youth empowerment to youth investment, to opening up the social and political space to the youth to air their views and become a positive force for national development and for ensuring that we create youth-based wealth from the north to the south. There must be a sea change in economic, financial, and business opportunities for young Nigerians. The old must give way to the new, and there must be a corresponding generational transfer of power and wealth to the youth. The popular folk talk should no longer be the young shall grow. It should rather be the young have arrived. The young shoots are springing up in Nigeria. Today, Nigeria's youth are leading in the fintech industry. Two companies, PayPal and InterSwitch, are both valued at $1 billion. And a third company, Flutterwave, more than tripled its valuation in less than a year to over $3 billion. Now, what does this tell us? The future is here, and young entrepreneurs are central to it. The African Development Bank approved $170 million in December last year for Nigeria to support its program to expand digital and creative industries by unleashing the incredible entrepreneurship of Nigeria's youth. The African Development Bank is also exploring the establishment of youth entrepreneurship investment banks. These will be financial institutions for young people, run by first-rate young bankers and financial experts to drive youth wealth creation. Nigerians deserve wealth, not poverty. There cannot and should not be a Nigeria for the rich and another Nigeria. We must build one Nigeria where every citizen has the right to a decent life. We must build a better nation. We must start building again, not splintering again. We must rebuild trust, equity, and social justice to propel strong cohesiveness as a nation. The tides are high, I know, and our boat rocks from time to time. Yet, I have hope. Hope for a better Nigeria, a renewed nation. Hope for a nation helped and healed by God. A nation where the sacrifices of Nigerians, past and present, shall not be in vain. I pray and long for a nation built not on the divisions of its past, justice and unity, one Nigerian to the other. For a new Nigeria, where one from the north shall be at home in the east, where one from the east shall break bread with one in the north, one where the one in the west shall eat from the same plate with one in the north, and wash hands in the same basin as one in the east. They shall be one. They shall not raise alarms against their neighbors, for we shall once again be renewed with a spirit of nationhood. Buffeted on every side, flowing with the blood of the innocent, shall one day arise. The lion will lie with the lamb. Our youth will once again rejoice in the hope of their future, a better future, built on better days where governments work for them, not against them. When they shall stay in their lands and none shall make them afraid. When they shall once again be the best they can be in the nation of their birth. A nation where dreams are realized. The youth, healthy, with decent incomes, and powered by policies to unleash their potential, shall be the strength of that nation. They shall unite and work for a better future, their own future, for them, nor of those who use them instead of building them. So today I ask that you arise and build the nation we deserve and desire. A nation built by all, shared by all, prospering for all. I see right here today leaders of such a nation. Do not learn the ways of the past. Renew your minds and work for the better future. Your future for a new Nigeria. Correct the mistakes of our past. Break down barriers of suspicion. Pull down walls that have divided us and caused us to war against each other. Pull down walls of fear and instead embrace and act. In the process, we will build together. We will build a new Nigeria where one will be respected and accepted, not according to the village of one's birth, the state of one's nativity, or one's religion, but by the dignity within, the simple dignity of being a Nigerian. The sufferings of the present cannot and should not dampen our hope in the future. So today, turn to your right, and whosoever you see, say to them, I am Nigerian. Far from the title of this lecture, a country of many nations, we are not a country of many nations. We are a nation of diverse people. Nation. Yes, you are Nigerian. Wherever you find yourself in your own little sphere, let the change begin with you. Build bridges that connect, not walls that separate. Together, in a better and just society, we will thrive. And thrive we must. And thrive we will as one united Nigeria. To thrive, the constituent states in Nigeria must be more financially autonomous through greater fiscal prudence. If states focus on unlocking the huge resources they have based on areas of comparative advantage, they will rapidly expand wealth for their people. They will be able to access capital markets to secure long-term financing to fast-track their growth and development. States that adopt this strategy will have less of a need for monthly trips to Abuja for grants. Instead, part of their federal revenue allocations can be saved as internal sovereign state-owned wealth funds. This can then be used as guarantees against borrowings from capital markets. They will be free from needing to exclusively rely on the federal government. as a way out of the economic quagmire. Much has been said about the need for restructuring. Now, I know the discussions are often emotive. Restructuring should not be driven